just double check. Almost there. Almost had it. There we are. We are live. Look at that. So let's see. Can I do... All right, guys, what is going on? Well, good evening to everyone. And hopefully everyone's having a lovely Thursday. Hope everyone's having a fun food and wine festival start to their week. Well, start of the food and wine festival. I know I definitely had fun today. I was watching Resort TV 1 earlier, checking out a lot of different entrees. So we're going to go over some things a little bit later on. We'll go over and talk about some of the different things that I'm looking forward to because I hit it up next week. So I'm really excited for all that. We still got one more episode in between. And best of all, guys, Jeremy will be back by then. So really looking forward to that. Fun having him back, as well as the fact that we're going to be playing our giveaway next week. We're going to be announcing who won. So actually, let's see what we're up to for 4 entries, because you guys still have some time. Let's see. We have got 54 entries, guys. So keep those entries going up. That is definitely some more than last week. Go ahead and keep entering. You guys, I think you can enter every day. So do that. And then we end actually on 3 more days. We have 3 days left. I believe we're actually sending right on the 1st. So we'll be pulling our winners for next episode. So Jeremy will be back. Happy to go ahead and announce all that for you guys. But we're going to have our first prize being the Disneyland 70th sign. Keep this stuff all around me. If you can't tell. Yeah, there's our Disneyland 70th sign. We'll be going ahead and giving one of those away, as well as one of the resort signs as well, that you guys get to go choose. So definitely looking forward to that. And the third one is going to be a Menemine Street limited edition coin as well. So and again, if you guys see me when I am at the parks in 8 days now, hit me up. Be happy to go ahead and get you a coin as well. So very excited for all that. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some park news that's come out. We're going to also talk about some food and wine things that I'm looking forward to that are going to be coming up, as well as the A1 Mini behind me here, because I know Mr. Anthony over here was saying that this might be the printer that he might actually go and get. So we're going to spend some time talking about that as well. So very excited about that as well. So so we have that there. We get Anthony over here in the chat, keeping an eye on things and saying hello. So happy to have him here. Thank you again for being here, man, and filling in for Jared on this another week here. So before we get too far, though, I did just notice, and I almost forgot to say, because I've been just so pumped about it all week. In Roosevelt's news, I got my Halloween shirts in. So I got my new sweatshirts, my new button downs, and all that. So this is the Headless Horseman one that we've talked about before. So really, really excited to have this one. I got this one in a sweatshirt as well as a button down as well. So really happy about that. They just released a Goosebumps collection today, actually. They got a whole bunch of different things that are coming out. And so I know I'm definitely excited. Definitely some drops coming up for the holidays following that. I'm hoping they're going to go ahead and restock, because this was one of the ones for Halloween last year that I really, really wanted. But I was just happy to be able to go ahead and snag one. So really excited about that. So, so definitely some news there, as well as they definitely get their reward system up and running with Camp Kunu. So that's definitely interesting to go see a lot of the different rewards on there that you can go ahead and get. They've updated a couple of them on there. There's different shirts on there. You get tie sets, I think, on there, and um, you can get bow ties. The list goes on and on. So it's really cool to see. So headless was real. Thank you. I think it's Brian in there. But yeah, no, it was really popular. We're really happy to go ahead and snag one. So I got one of those, and I also got the sweatshirt as well. I couldn't like take it off, I swear, for like 3 days. I ended up also getting the poison apple one as well. It has the evil queen on there. I think it's got Maleficent on there as well, all the villains. That one's not nearly as exciting as as this print, I feel. So what's Brian saying? I plan to buy. I can't get the D23 exclusive. Yeah, no, I've been keeping an eye on. I actually just got accepted to the Roosevelt's buy sell trade group, so that's a whole other game that I've never even explored before. And all I gotta say is I I had to go ahead and run away. So um, because it was definitely screaming to say the least here. So oh geez, but yeah, no. So yeah, so we got some cool things to talk about. Have exported their hoodies. Not a fan of pullers. I have. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. I actually have got I got three of them so far. I got the it's one of the Lilo and Stitch ones. It's one with the it looks like Lilo's dress. I forget the name. I think it's like Hey no melee Lilo or something. I forget. But I have one of those as well as the Headless Horseman print I just got as a sweatshirt as well, and then the Poison Apple one as well. So really excited to have that. It's awesome for this time of year. I do gotta say, if you are planning on getting one, my advice to you would be to size down on it. Um, because it took me about 4 tries to finally find the size that fit me well, that I was comfortable in. The material on it's a little bit weird, so it's a little bit stretchy. So definitely keep that in mind when you go to go get one. They're very different fit from the shirts. Wonderful craftsmanship though. They do a great job with them. They definitely feel premium, and the colors don't fade. They're great on it. And I mean, like I said, I wore the Headless Horseman when I got it for about 3 days. On and off. I couldn't take it off. It was just so awesome. So um, definitely, if you have the opportunity to check it out, highly recommend it. So um, but yeah, so that's Roosevelt's, and let's pull up. So we get some park news to talk about. Oh, before I get too far, I almost snagged a Beacon Barrel reservation today. Almost. I still have my eye out for it. I was I have an alert set right now on my phone from Mouse Watchers right now, and one popped up, and I almost should see a layout of all yours. Anthony, yeah, no, we'll eventually. I don't think I can even lay them all out. It's I'd have to be walking to go ahead and show you the whole collection. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, no. But yeah, I almost got the Mickey Mouse reservation earlier today. There was one that popped up, and of course, like anything in Disney, it gets snagged immediately. So I didn't quite get a chance to go ahead and grab one. So um, still hopeful though. Still hopeful. I've seen about 3 or 4 alerts pop up, and I've missed it every time until today when I finally did see it. So we'll keep our hopes up. See we can go ahead and snag. So yeah, no, Brian, Mouse Watchers is awesome. I definitely have used them 2 or 3 times. It's not bad. It's like $5 per alert, I would say, and they text it right to your phone. They also do send you an email alert as well, letting you know that the reservation is now available. You set about a different date range, and you can do up to like 15 days, I believe, and the alert stays active for you. So it's not too bad. So definitely worth it if you're trying to snag something big like that. I did really well before. And I was able to get a reservation into the Keys to the Kingdom tour about a year or so ago, and I got it pretty much last minute. I was able to sign up for it, and then first thing in the morning, it said one was available. Next thing you know, boom, I was ready to go, and I was able to go ahead and snag one. So definitely recommend that. So, um, but yeah, so as far as park news goes, though, let's go ahead and get through this. Do screen. don't know quite how Jeremy does this every time. Okay. All right, guys. So as far as this goes, again, this is our giveaway we're talking about here. Make sure you guys enter. We still got 3 days left for it. And then we'll be picking our winners for it, and we'll be notifying you guys all in the next episode. So finally another episode, not quite a live stream. So looking forward to getting back in with Jared and um, touching on some the awesome things he's been seeing out there. I hope you guys have had a chance to go ahead and catch the reels he's been doing lately. He's been doing an awesome job out there and finding a way that it ties into Disney every time. So give him a lot of credit for that. It's awesome to be able to go ahead and see that. So um, definitely appreciate it. But again, he's on such an opposite time right now. It's about midnight there right now. So that's why he's probably not going to pop in right now. But he did get some stuff together for us earlier, which we're really excited for. So yeah, so let's go over some of that right now. So again, we have our giveaway over here. And then we have, let's see, what else do we got? All right. So next we have a bit of an interesting one. Remy's Ratatouille adventure over in Disneyland Paris is changing a little bit. They're actually going to be closing from October 2025, going until spring of 2026. They're gonna be updating the queue. This is some of the art, concept art we're gonna be seeing. It looks similar to some of the stuff that I've seen. We see over at Disney World over at Epcot. The window is unique. I feel like having that light peer in, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, this ride has been in Paris for a lot longer than it has been over in Epcot, which is part of the reason why too. Why when you go on the ride in Epcot, you actually hear them speaking in French as well as English. That's because they pretty much took the exact same audio track from Disneyland Paris, brought it into Walt Disney World. So that's pretty unique, but they're going to be giving it a bit of a fresh up. They're going to be giving some fresher props, some bigger set pieces, and some upgraded high res projectors to really get those images in there. And the thing that I found most interesting about this is they're getting rid of the 3D aspect to it. So guests aren't going to be having to wear glasses anymore. The attraction is going to be moving to 2D visuals. Apparently, a lot of people were getting very motion sick on that ride. I can't say that I necessarily have, but I don't feel like whether it be 2D or 3D would make or break it. So I'm definitely curious to see how this goes. Um, it's a wonderful ride over in Epcot. I've been there on it, many of times. So very happy to go ahead and hop on that whenever I can, especially with the single rider line there too. That makes it so much easier when you're just trying to blast through it and you're there, by yourself. Because who doesn't love a good solo Disney park day when you can? No, I love taking the family though, and I'm very excited to be able to go and check everything out next week. So looking forward to that for sure. So, but as far as an impact on Epcot, we have no official updates announced, but changes could influence Remy's Ratatouille adventure over at Walt Disney World. Again, we don't know that for sure, but it's a possibility. So we could go ahead and definitely see something. What is Anthony saying? Probably the ride I'm most excited for when he returned to Epcot. Yeah, no, it's a wonderful ride. And I definitely love it. I love the smell of bread when you go through it. I swear my wife thinks I'm crazy, but every time I go through there, I usually end up in the patisserie next door getting a baguette for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel like walking around Epcot with a baguette, but I mean, it's like one in Rome. So you just go ahead and get one, I guess, right? So but yeah, so why are we going to be going 2D? Jeremy put some other notes in here for us too, which again, he is the man on vacation and is still working for us, so that's awesome. Yeah, so I2D guest feedback showed some discomfort with the glasses and visuals. 2D is going to offer a much smoother, family-friendly style ride. It's also going to be more of an immersion boost. The artist studio in the queue is going to be deepening the storytelling before boarding, which again, I felt like the one at Epcot is very, immersive, especially when you walk in there. When you walk in, you can start to feel that forced perspective of you shrinking down. You're shrinking down to mouse size. And that's why when you leave the ride and you look at the actual tile on the floor, you'll notice that the tiles are really, really large in one spot and you pass the threshold, and then they become nice and small. So they really try to go ahead and get you immersed in there as good as they can. So it's really good to see that. But tech upgrade again, higher quality projectors for sharper visuals, even without 3D. And again, will Epcot follow suit? Both rides are really identical. We're speculating a lot that it could happen. Especially the fact that Disney World sees more traffic than Disneyland Paris does. um, it'd be really hard pressed to say they wouldn't go follow suit, especially for something that might make it more cost effective in the long run. No glasses means that they can, you know, you potentially pump people through faster for it, as well as get higher end projectors, that sort of thing. So definitely some things to think about. But Disney's trend, part of a broader push to refresh attractions based on guest comfort, storytelling, and operational ease. So again, just like we're saying, um, you know, being able to not have to worry about the glasses is a huge thing. I have to imagine that there's always a few that come up when they're getting ready to board the ride, and all of a sudden they realize that, oh my goodness, I don't have glasses. What am I going to go do? And then it's, hold on a minute, let's get one of the ride attendants over for the cast members. Let's get one of the cast members over there, grab one, bring them on back, that sort of thing. So um, but yeah, so that's enough about Remy. Very excited for Emile's Fromage Farantage coming up over with Food and Wine. I'm definitely excited for that. I am so pumped. I can't wait to get in with you guys about all the things I'm looking forward to for that coming up. So really excited for that in the not so distant future. So next thing here we have to talk about is the Rock and Roller Coaster Muppet Makeover, reopening in 2026. We've talked about this for a while, guys. We didn't really have visuals, or we did get them. It was pretty late when I got them last time, so we weren't able to really show them too much. But again, opening in 2026, it's a retheme from Aerosmith to the Muppets. So the story is, with this one, G-Force Records, run by the Muppets, rush electric mayhem to a big concert. And the pre-show is going to feature animatronics of Scooter and the Penguin Engineers. Some people are speculating that they're going to go ahead and bring the same penguins from Muppet Vision 3D over. I don't know. It'd be cool if they did, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be really cool to go ahead and see the same type of pre-show setup, I think, that we saw with Rock and Roller Coaster. So really excited to go ahead and see that and be able to, we can only speculate now what we're going to have, but really excited for it. The new concept art shows a really psychedelic looking guitar with piano keys and Dr. Teeth's golden key. I don't know what that part is, but I'll have to ask Jeremy when he gets back. Either which way, no, the guitar looks awesome. It's that same iconic thing. I mean, you can't have Hollywood Studios without the guitar. So really happy to be able to go ahead and see that they kept that, and it just looks so awesome. So again, Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. So not changing the name of the ride. They're not doing anything like that. It's really, exclusively going to be a ride overlay that they're going to be doing for it. And it's going to be, it's going to be awesome. It really, looks like it's going to keep a lot of the same aspects. They're keeping the same track. We knew that going into it. Just a whole retheme. So it's going to be really cool to go ahead and see something like that. So on a bit of a more somber note, the Spaceship Earth is now closed. It closed, what was it? It's the 28th. It closed the 25th. Reasoning is going to be due to the routine maintenance. We've talked a little bit about it. It's definitely not something that, it's something that they do each year. Nothing crazy that they're planning on doing with it. Just, you got to keep in mind that these rides here go 20, not 24/7, but they go 365. So at the end of the day, a lot of people on them, a lot of traffic that goes through it. So it's definitely going to be, interesting to, not have it for a little bit, to say the least. So I know I'm personally a little bit upset about that one. So we'll get through it though. Anyways, yeah, Scope's gonna be system tune-up. It's gonna be reopening later in 2025. Usually lasts for a couple months, nothing too crazy. But yeah, system's gonna have a tune-up, some lighting and tech upgrades, general repairs, changing them light bulbs here and there. But they're not changing anything. The storyline, the scene, everything stays the same. So again, we're happy to have all that. But GO82 behind it will stay open for guests. So that will be that's good to know. And hopefully eventually we can get a chance to go ahead and pop in there. I'm really excited about it. I get to go ahead and see it open last time, just looking at it from a distance. I think obviously get a reservation. So, but again, I would love to go check it out someday. I love Spaceship Earth. Epcot is my everything. In fact, I actually just got my new Yeti in the mail the other day, and yes, that is Spaceship Earth on it. And that's a monorail in front. So definitely love me some Spaceship Earth and love Epcot, to say the least. So you guys know by now it's my favorite park. So definitely excited about it. That's why I love going to the festivals. It's going to be an awesome time. So, and then moving on here, we have Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. We get a little bit of an update on it. That is the new ride vehicle we're looking at. They announced it a couple days ago, but it's going to be featuring those handheld blasters and a digital screen that we see here. No more Galactic Hero, as you can get unlimited high scores. So it's still going to be that challenge to see who can get over, over whatever and all that. But again, no Galactic Hero anymore. But it's supposed to be reopening in sometime in 2026. Very excited for that. I get very competitive on this ride, so definitely excited to go ahead and see what it has to offer, to say the least. So looking forward to that as well. Let's see. All right. So next thing we're going to talk about Big Thunder Mountain refurb. Just a little bit of a quick overview on this one. It closed on January 6th. We knew that it was going to be a full year plus refurb that was going to be happening to it. It's scheduled to open sometime in 2026, promising a bit of new magic. So they're going to be showing some Rainbow Cavern scenes, which you guys see in the picture over here, which they said it's a dazzling underground set with glowing phosphorescent pools, shimmering stalactites and stalagmites, and even a menacing rumble and a flash of lightning. So if you didn't think the squeaking of the bats was terrifying before, this is sure to go ahead and fill that gap for you. Track replacement. There's also a full track replacement underway to refresh ride experience and longevity. Again, guys, these rides run 365, so it's important that they go ahead and do the routine maintenance when they need to. And then saying an explosive finale. They previously hinted dynamite explosion sequence that had been removed from the official ride description, suggesting that it may no longer be part of the reboot. So we don't quite know yet, but we will be sure to definitely keep an eye out and see if we hear anything else about it. So, and then the next one that my little girl got really excited for because she thought it was going to be open by then. It's not yet. Is the Zootopia Better Together. So we have it opening on November 7th. We talked about a little bit about that last week. It's replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's going to be a 9-minute Carrot Vision 4D show with fun effects, no poking or stingers. Thank God. That was so scary. The first time I saw that getting hit was by the stingers. It was freaky. Definitely happy to not have that anymore. That was way too intense. But yeah, it's gonna have fun effects and all that. The story is it celebrates Zoogether Day with Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and their new host Heidi Howler. It's some biome acts like the Tundra Town Skaters, Marsh Maid Swimmers, and Shroom Angel drones. It ends with a Gazelle's Big Finish. The voices are the original cast on there with Jennifer Goodwin, Jason Bateman, and Shakira. And then we have a meet and greet that'll be outside near it with Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde in their updated costumes near the Tree of Life as well. So definitely excited for that. And I just realized you guys have not been able to see that. Oh my gosh. See, normally I just edit that in afterwards. Hold on. And there's that picture for it right there, guys. So that's the Zootopia Better Together. And then before that, I do apologize. We also had the what do you call it? Big Thunder Mountain refurb right there as well. And so, all right, let's move from that one. and start moving on. So, with park news covered, today was the opening of Food and Wine. We've said that a couple times. Was it Catherine will be happy? She hated the state. Yeah, Anthony, I could not stand that part of the ride. It was very unsettling, to say the least. It was never. I was never a huge fan of that ride at all. So I'm glad that they did away with it, thankfully. So very excited about that. um, but yeah, so definitely excited for Food and Wine. I saw a couple booths today with Jenna at Resort TV One. Um, I get to go ahead and check some of it out. So I have a list so far of some of the items that I'm planning on picking up for Food and Wine. Let's see. Areas that I get to go see today was over by Guardians of the Galaxy. They have the gyozas of the galaxy. Um, and definitely looking forward to the buffalo style dumplings and the street corn style dumplings. We talked about that one before. Street corn, the fry basket. I'll be checking out the fry flight over there. Um, Flavors from Fire. They have a smoked corned beef, which just sounds and looked wonderful. We spent a bunch of time in the brewing lab with the Muppet Labs over there, and Jenna kind of and her friends just laid out a whole spread, so it was really cool to go ahead and see that. So I'm looking forward to the fried pickle spears, the different flights, as well as the garlic parm wings. I don't know. My little girl is obsessed with hot stuff lately. She keeps thinking that it's not that hot. I'm debating getting the Carolina Reaper wings for me and her to try, just so she can understand just how hot some of this stuff is. Um, I don't know if I'm going to go that route, but we'll definitely see. So, um, and then over in Mexico, they have the Flauta de Barbacoa that I'm looking forward to as well. Then Forest and Field, they had the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli, and then Milled and Mulled, the mini churros sundae. They had a couple ciders there and a fresh baked carrot cake just for my wife. So definitely looking forward to hitting that up. And again, those are the only booths that I've seen so far that they've went to. I'm definitely not fully read up on seeing all of the stuff. I know obviously we have them and I've seen pictures and all that, but I do like being able to go ahead and actually see what see everything and everyone else's thoughts on it before I go ahead and try something like that. So I'm really excited for it. They actually had Paging Mr. Morrow in the the ad the for Food and Wine the other day, which was an official Disney one. I can't believe it that he's made it as far as he has. He's just such an inspiration seeing that. But yeah, he was an official Disney ad going around just advertising the festival, just trying different things and all that. So just so awesome to go ahead and see that. So but again, I'm really excited for it. Can't wait to go. And again, throw it in the comments here in the chat. Let us know anything that you're excited for if you're going, and let's keep that conversation going. So, all right. So, let's see what else do we got. All right. Well, guys, I think it might almost be time to start talking shop here. So, um, behind me, we talked about this a little bit. This is Anthony's new printer over here. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully, this is the Bambu A1 Mini. Let me see if I can't focus in a little bit better. Oh, there we go. A little bit better. I had to pull it over a little bit because of the extension cord over here. This printer is one of a couple different ones from Bambu. They actually just released some new printers this week, including the H1S printer, which is similar to the H1D that they just dropped. And it has a lot of the same features as far as the size capacity, that sort of thing. But with this one, it's a much bigger printer. It's like 350 by 350 by I think 200 or something like that. So definitely a much bigger printer. Personally, if it was me, guys, I would still stick with the P1S, mainly because they're still half the price of the new H2S and obviously the H2D and all that stuff. So yes, the new ones have a little more features. The X1 Carbon even does as well, but this one you can still get about two of those for that price. So Nice and small. No, 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 Anthony. That's not quite this one. That's a bigger one that they just released here. In fact, let's I'll be pull it up for you real quick. Bamboo, because we could do that because we're live. So ask questions, guys. H2S. All right, let's see if I can share this one with y'all. Come on. Every time I look, I swear they move the button over on this platform. All right, guys. So this is the H2S that they just released here. So again, it looks similar to the H2D and all that. Again, some of the highlights in this one: AI detection, heated chamber. Obviously, it's got all servo motors in here now, so it's a little bit faster and quieter. It can also have a laser cutter in there as well. The big claim to fame with this one is that it's going to be definitely fitting, anyone that's looking for a larger printer. And I do got to say, this does have the upgraded hot end the A1 Mini has, and I do got to say that is compared to the P1S, I would take the A1 style hot end any day. A lot more. I don't want to say reliable, but it is, and a lot easier to change the heads on and all that. So. Definitely excited about all that, but yeah, this thing's got a bunch of sensors in it, and I don't know. It for me, for the price point behind it, when you compare the H2S right here, come on, there we go. When you compare the H2S at $14.99 versus, let's say the P1S for $549, you know, I could get, two for that price. Almost three for that price after you're not going with the combo. So P1S really is the way to go. It's definitely one that I enjoy. Yeah, let's see. What's Brian saying? Well, the P1S money is an issue. It's superb. Yeah, but it's a great choice for someone who's more cautious. Odds are you'll upgrade within a year. Yeah, no, you're 100% right, Brian. With mine, I've got two of them. That's a testament to how much I enjoy them. They're constantly working. In fact, right now, um, I'm printing. I've been pretty much printing on them all day long. They pretty much don't get a break at all. Both of them are usually always going at all times. It just never fails. If you're able to afford one of those, I definitely would say go for it. A lot of advantages to it, especially the fact that you have the heated chamber that is enclosed, so you're not having to smell any kind of fumes if you are printing something that is a more aggressive and hazardous, not hazardous, but a more um, you know a more smellier filament and all that, like ASA. I do a lot of that with this printer, and I actually just got some ASA carbon fiber, which just came out the other day from Polymaker. So really excited to try that out. But again, you need to have something that is enclosed for some filaments like that. And as well as it also has the cleaner looking AMS, I feel, and you can also stack the AMSs together for these as well. So again, personally, I would go P1S. Any chance I could. It's just an awesome printer. But when they did their sale last, I ended up going with their A1 Mini here, which at 249 without the combo really isn't a bad deal. This printer came out of the box. Here, let's flip on over to me here. So this printer came out of the box, and I was printing within about 10 minutes. So I got this for a number of reasons. One of the big ones is that it's portable. So for me, one sec, guys. Let me show you something real quick. So for me, guys, the fact that I can print a handle for it and carry it around with me everywhere was kind of a game changer for me. I've had printers that are similar in size, and it's just a mess to have to go ahead and carry them around. Um, and it's kind of a pain. But this one really checked a lot of boxes for me. And at the time, I think it was only going for like 150. I think it really was, a game changer for me. So build plate, it's not very big. Definitely smaller. Palm of your hand on it. But for me, I kept it a single color. I did not go the route of getting the combo. I didn't necessarily want to get the AMS for it, only because I'm not a huge fan of how it operates. Um, that AMS is a little bit different looking. Um, let's go ahead and show you guys one more time here. Let's go back to this. There we go. So AMS for this one is this unit right here. So again, it is possible to go do, four colors. You can get one of these and wire it up and then do four colors with it if you want. You can also have it, go ahead and do the, automatic switching between the two, if we run out of filament. So it's definitely not bad. Um, but as far as what this one can do, it does a lot of the same stuff my P1S does. It is a fast printer, and the quality is just incredible on it. So we're still doing good on time. So okay, so two things I'll show you guys one thing before I get into doing a print on here real quick. um, the other thing you can do with it that is kind of unique. Let's see, hopefully you guys can do this. Let's see. Let's see. There it is, I think. All right. Not that this is a huge deal, but you can also do this. Come on, print. Yes, you can actually make music with your printer. No, it's an awesome little printer, and I, it is cool because it actually lets me know when it's done, and it goes ahead and it'll play, a little tune for me when it's done. I could actually change it over to this if I wanted to. Yeah, it's still going, but yeah, no, it is really cool that can go. You can generate your own MIDI music and play it through it, which is really cool. But the other cool part is that it gives you a lot of the same features that you would still get off the bigger printers for a lot less of a cost, right? So you have the ability to use the Bambu Handy app using the same program on your computer. Um, yeah, Brian. Yeah, musical printers. Believe it or not, they actually advertise on this printer, which I just couldn't quite believe that they had done. Let me see. Let's see. It's got to be on here. I remember seeing like the link for it. And I was like, okay, I know you can do it, and I've done it before, but I was like, are you serious? Like, this is what we're gonna go ahead and do. Um, oh, I can't find it now. Of course I can't. But yeah, no, this is an awesome little printer. I mean, again, for the cost you get out of it, for the value, this thing works great right out of the box. You don't have to go do anything. I would still recommend using the Vision Miner adhesive on there. We talked about that last week. There is a link which I will drop down in the description after this for you guys to go ahead and use. You go ahead and save a little bit of money on that, and as well as our link for Polymaker as well. So you can go ahead and save a little bit on there too. So, um, but yeah, no, it's definitely a an awesome little printer, and it's fast. I mean, this thing. Um, let's get a print going so I can show you guys. I think that'd probably be the best. So. All right. So you guys know what a benchy is. We've shown it many of times on the channel here. This is what we're gonna go do now. We're gonna go print one out. So it's heating up right now. There it goes. It's telling me it's running. But the other cool part about this printer is too is it's all in one. So you can still connect to MakerWorld with it. You can still send prints from your phone, from the web, without even having to touch anything, which is awesome. Um, and there's so many mods for it and everything like that. Like I printed, first thing I did when I got it, I printed the handle as well as the poop chute for it on the side. I did some cable chains. I relocated the filament spool holder to the top to go with the handle. I just wanted to have a different spot for it because it was initially mounted on the side. And then I ended up taking the Konami that I had on my P1S, which I was not a fan of. That's that screen in the front. That's Rick and Morty over here, doing some fun stuff here. And I decided, it would look so much cooler if I put it on this printer instead. So I did, and it's worked great ever since. Um, I've also made some cable holders and stuff like that for it too. So, but yeah, an awesome little printer. I mean, this thing is incredible. Wait till you guys see it and how fast it actually runs. Again, I can't say enough about it. It is an awesome little device, and if you're in the market for one, um, have I ever designed? Brian, I was thinking about that the other day. I was literally thinking about making one, and I feel like I'm gonna have to do it now. I'm adding that to the list. We're gonna have to do it. I will make something happen. Give me a little bit of time, but I will make something happen. It definitely needs to happen. I'm pretty sure I've seen a variation of it, but didn't look nearly as good. So, anyways, but Anthony here, if you're ever looking to buy one and you want to see how fast and good this works, now's your time to keep this, keep an eye on this in the background here. Um, but yeah, I mainly got this printer mainly because I wanted, a workhorse and I can move back and forth, but also for the fact of, a device that I can just use for drafting pretty much, right? So when I'm, traveling or if I'm at home, typically my first thoughts aren't, oh, I need to make something that's perfect, that looks aesthetically, pleasing and all that. That I need to, you know, um, that I need to have, uh, you know, first try has to look right, has to have all different colors in it. Going and switching over to this is something where I'll mod everything up, I'll test different practical things on here, and then I'll switch over to my other printers, which has been nice too because I have rolls of filament from a company called Filament One that went out years ago. I had a filament of the month subscription with them beforehand, and I got all these rolls of filament in, and I never used them. And they're 1.5 kilograms, so they don't fit on my AMS, which is very annoying. So I decided to just use them mainly on this printer, which is really awesome. But yeah, no, this printer again has some awesome stuff too. It has auto bed level, has vibration compensation, pressure advance, all that good stuff. And right now it's doing its bed calibration, very very quick. Really doesn't take much time at all. But again, this is one I've had going all day long. So Anthony says, link me. All right, say less. Go buy a printer, man. Come on, make it happen. All right, come on, guys. We're going to go egg Anthony on. Go buy a printer. I think that's sent. Show on stream. Oh, no, that just does that. Sorry, guys. I'm still figuring out how a lot of this stuff works on the live stream side. I use a platform called Riverside right now, and it works pretty good, but it has its issues from time to time. Oh, that did pop up. Okay, cool. So Anthony, yes, go buy this. Come on. Actually, before you do, I actually have a link for you that you can use to go ahead and get about, I think it's 6% off as well. So I'll go ahead and I'll pass that on to you. We have a Bambu affiliate link as well because why not? Let's see. Yeah, buy a printer, be one of us. Trust me, it's come to the dark side. We have cookies kind of deal. Let's see. Let's see. I know that I just saw this the other day. I know I just couldn't know, but oh, maybe it's in here. Let's try here. So it was like a coupon or something I got. H2S is live. Referral program. That's what it is. Refer a friend. Hello, friend. Refer now. There's your link. Use this link, man. You can go ahead and get yourself a printer. Boom. Use that, and I think you get some money off of it too. Yeah, 9% off if you do that. Yes, that's awesome. Sweet. And then you go ahead and after that, you go ahead and get yourself some Vision Miner, and then get some Polymaker filament. See, I mean, we got links for everything, man. You make so many cool things. I've been printing a bunch of Haunted Mansion stuff lately. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, no, I've been hard at work on that too. I actually have debating showing you guys. I have something that I started making. I made a while ago, and I'm kind of obsessed now. Oh, hold on. All right, let me go grab it real quick. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. So this is my Lego wreath that I keep on my door, and yes, it changes seasons on a daily basis. But no, right now it's on full Halloween mode. So right now I have all Haunimation stuff that I've kind of modified different things people have done before. So I got all the different tombstones. So we have Walter Bender, He Rode to Glory, on a Fender, Peaceful Rest. Kristen said, was this? Francis Hauser, No Time Off for Good Behavior. In memory of our patriarch, dear departeds. Ghost host at Peaceful Rest lies brother Claude, painted here beneath the sod. So yeah, no, I've been adding stuff to this left and right. So um yeah, it never ends. So eventually I'll go ahead and maybe I can go ahead and get some links up for some of this stuff. I've had to modify some. I have to see if I can actually allowed to post the remixes that I've done or not. So um yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and keep you guys in the loop on it. But it's awesome. Have a little Lego wreath here because then I'm able to go ahead and constantly go ahead and update them and switch them around and that sort of thing. So it's not too bad at all. But let me go put this guy on back in 1 second. All right. So let's. Yeah, maybe Brian, maybe. I gotta see because I have to see if I can remix them or not. Because technically, I just took someone else's design and I added a ring on the backside of it. So DM me after. We'll figure something out here. But Anthony, see how fast it's making this boat right now? Don't you mean? Come on, you're not telling me that you don't want one of these. Go ahead and make all Disney stuff all day long, and then you can go ahead and you'll have that for about a week, and you're going to decide you want to upgrade to a P1S. You'll start printing up and 4 colors, and then all of a sudden, then it's going to turn into doing 8 colors, and then then up to 16, and then maybe even 24. So definitely keep keep that back of your head. It never ends, man. They'll be like me with over 100 spools of filament at all times, just kind of chilling around and constantly in use. I'm always printing stuff. It never fails. I must go through about 7 to 8. Well, between 7 to 10 spools of filament in a week is usually what I go through. Still moving. No, no. Oh, okay, all right, all right. Well, at least start out with this. Okay, start out with this one. You can't go wrong with it, and then you'll be you'll be learning real quick. I mean, you got to keep in mind, guys. Jeremy got his printer from me um, with his Ender 3 V2. He got that from me. He swore to me he would never 3D print. He had no idea. When I gave it to him, he says, "What do I even do with this?" I showed him the ropes, and the next thing you know, he's printing more than I was for a while. So then it became kind of a competition to see just how much we could get done in a day. But then I'd print stuff 4 times as fast as he was on the Ender with my P1S, and the next thing you know, he's just like, I have to get one, and then he did, and the rest is history. So, but yeah, no, again, you can't. Oh well, that happened. Hang on. Well, all right, that was unexpected. I guess I need some more Vision Miner. I should have went ahead and put some more on. It decided to go ahead and peel off the build plate because I didn't have enough on there. So I've been printing all day, guys. So that's part of the issue when you go to do a lot of prints. Typically, I can go about a day or so without having to put Vision Miner or anything like that on there. And then I need to usually add some more. So I just about, I guess, up for the day on that one. So um, yeah, either which way, in the short amount of time that you guys have seen, this is what we're already up to right here. It looks clean. It's definitely not bad. It just decided to stop midway through there and just start pooling up on there and get stuck to the print head. So things happen. That is the important part to keep in mind with 3D printing. That from time to time stuff will go wrong and can go wrong. Um, and you have to be ready to go ahead and make those repairs and changes as needed, and kind of go from there. So, but I do got to say that 3D printing has gone night and day from what it was years ago when I first started. And going 10, 12 hours and everything being ruined and all that nowadays, these printers are pretty robust and are able to go ahead and actually tell when there's an issue before it's too late and that sort of thing. So definitely, definitely not a bad thing. And like I said, this can't happen. That was printing very, very fast. These printers can go up to what they call ludicrous mode. So at 166% speed is what it typically will allow you to go up to. You can go up a little bit higher, I think, if you modify some stuff. But yeah, you can't go wrong. I love this thing. Think of it. Oh, you're not wrong. I usually will go ahead and bump it a little bit more though. The vision miner stuff that really does help it stick. That is the um, big thing with that one, to say the least. And I've had this printer in particular because it's not enclosed. I do have from time to time issues with it. I guess evaporating a little bit faster than it would on the other printers. So a little more contained in the other ones. It seems to last longer. And this printer, I have a couple different build plates because I've had to switch them around. But yeah, no, that could have definitely been it. And then again, too, PEI plate, and go ahead and flip them around if you need to. They also make textured ones. You can get textured ones for this one as well. So you could actually make your own pixie dust plates, or use pixie dust plates to go ahead and make your own coasters. They're a lot of fun stuff with all the sparkle and glitter on it. All right. But yeah, Anthony, you're gonna have to go ahead and get one, because then you're gonna be able to go ahead and join in the conversation, and you'll start 3D printing every week's print. A lot of fun stuff. No, seriously. Um, just so pumped to go ahead and showcase this. I was a little bit skeptical when I first got this printer, to go ahead and see how well it was going to work and all that. I thought it might just be kind of more of a toy, and definitely happy to see that that's not quite the case. This printer really does do an awesome job, and is great out of the box. You really can't go wrong with anything from Bambu, especially this one or any of the P1Ss and that sort of thing. So um, definitely highly recommend. So all right, guys, we're getting ready to start finishing up a little bit here. So definitely want to give a couple more reminders. Again, the giveaway ends in 3 days, guys. So make sure that you get any last minute entries taken care of and that sort of thing. That way, potentially you could go ahead and be a winner of one of these and a couple other things too. So definitely go ahead and fill it out when you can. We'll drop some affiliate links down below for the Bambu gift cards, or coupons rather, on there, as well as the Vision Miner and Polymaker on there as well. Can't go wrong with any of that stuff. Highly recommend it. That stuff is literally liquid gold in a bottle, and I cannot say enough about it. And then Polymaker, can't go wrong with that. I've just got some more stuff even today, of some, like I said, some new ASA carbon fiber, which I'm really interested to try. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get some more of it done tomorrow. I'm working on a project right now on my printer, so I haven't had a chance to really have much downtime but today to go ahead and print anything with it or anything, outside of the ordinary. But ASA is awesome to be able to go make stuff outside with. So the fact that it's carbon fiber as well just makes it so much cooler. It wasn't bad too. It was like $16 a kilogram, or a half kilogram, which really isn't bad when you think about it, for what it is you're getting out of it. So yeah. But yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys all being here and coming back and keep the conversation and all that fun stuff going. And yeah, Jeremy will be back next week. We're going to go ahead and announce our winner for our giveaway. He's going to tell us some different things that he's done on his honeymoon, where he's been. You guys have seen some of that. He's been so busy. He's been all over the place. So it's going to be really cool to go ahead and catch up with him and all that fun stuff. So definitely excited for that. And then that day after, we record, so that Friday that we release, I will be at the park. So come find me. In fact, I already have them. I have them right here, guys. I have in a special case my Melamine Street coins ready to go. So, I'm telling you, come find me. I have coins. But no, seriously, thank you all for being here. Thanks for keeping the conversation going. Thanks for thanks for watching every week and following up with us. Hope you guys are liking the content we're throwing at you guys. Definitely been getting a lot more traction on some stuff, which is just so awesome to see. We're up to 74 subscribers right now, which is awesome, and getting a ton of views on all of Jeremy's stuff over in Europe right now. So very, very excited to say the least. So. But yeah, guys, we'll go ahead and keep you in the loop of anything Roosevelt news that pops up, Disney news, 3D printer news, everything in between. You know how it goes, guys. Right on, Brian. Well, like I said, I'll have them on me, so you can try to hunt me down. Oh, geez. Well, seriously, guys, appreciate you all. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to some food and wine and checking all that out. Some more family members just got season passes as well, or annual passes. I'm saying it's always Disney time down at Disney. But yeah, we get some more surprises along the way coming up too. I'm not gonna spoil too much right now, so definitely excited for what's to come and all that. So it'll be fun, guys. It will be. So I'm really excited to go ahead and bring you guys along. I'll be recording stuff for sure and putting something up. You know it goes. So. But anyways, all right, guys. Well, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and end it right about here. So hope you guys have had a awesome evening. Hope you guys have learned a little bit about the Bambu A1 Mini over here. And just hope you guys enjoy it and definitely excited for next week here. So, all right, guys, with that, we'll end it right here. We will see you in the future. Take care, guys.